What's up, Moon Lords? I'm back with another financial astrology update video that we've been doing since January. Let's go. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. My bad, Moon Lords. I totally forgot to put the video up on the screen, but I'll be back on the actual chart when we look at those planets. Man, we've been doing this for a long time, and I feel like we're towards the end of the game here, okay? And only the strong survive. So I hope you guys are still holding. I know I'm still holding. I know the Moon Lords are still holding. I know the apes are still holding. So hey, it's only a matter of time before we get that lemon squeezy. And at the end of the day, it's gonna seem pretty easy because all we really had to do was literally buy the stock and hold it, okay? Sorry for this pop-up that's on my screen. All right, so as usual, we have the AMC moon phase video or moon phase chart up on the screen. And things, there's some pretty bullish indicators on this moon phase this time around. Keep in mind we were in the Scorpio we're in the Scorpio new moon, and we're about to have a Taurus full moon. Okay, this is pretty powerful because the moon is exalted in the sign of Taurus. Okay, if Scorpio represents resources, sudden changes, desires, ups and downs. All right, Taurus represents manifestation. It's actually has a lot to do with money because it's a Venus sign and Venus rules money. So this is very, very, very. This is a potent full moon. This is literally a very potent full moon. And another really cool thing about this full moon is we're getting it on a Friday. All right, typically we get our full moons on a Monday or we get it on Tuesday. We hardly ever get it on Friday. And why I like that is because we have all week building up to that full moon, letting that energy rise. All right. And so if you guys want me to do like a update video towards the end of the week or before that actual Friday, just to tell you guys exactly what I think then, to see if the setup is still valid, to see if we're still going to get a full moon pop, or if I think we're going to get a full moon pop, let me know, because I think this is going to be a very interesting full moon. We have to remember that Scorpio season is a time of sudden changes, literally sudden changes. That's what Scorpio represents. All right. Sudden ups and downs. All right. And so anything can happen. I mean, anything can happen. Even if it doesn't look like it could happen, and vice versa. Okay. Now, I don't really think we're going to get squeeze energy, but I do think we could definitely get a full moon pop, okay? Because there's definitely some bullish energy in here. So as we look at the screen here, you can see that this red line, I haven't moved that, and we've been bouncing off that red line for 1, 2, 3 waning phases. Okay, so it's really been 6 phases of the moon where we have been above this line. So this is a really strong support moon phase wise around that $34 level. Okay, now what I really like about this one is as soon as we got that full moon, or the new moon, which was on the 5th of November, a Friday, the very next day, trading day, which is a Monday, we broke the trail line, okay? And the trail line from that 70 from over here. We broke that trail line, and that was a very, very nice breakout. Simply because it happened right after the new moon. Okay, so to me, this new moon has shown a lot more strength than a lot of the other new moons that we've had since all the new moons that we've had since that $70 mark, because we broke that trail line that we've been following for a long time. All right, we had a little breakout, and now we're retesting it. Okay. So since we had that breakout, and you could clearly see we didn't have any breakouts like that on the new moon, I do think that this full moon can have a little bit more juice to it. Okay, we've been having some weak full moons lately, obviously. Okay, that does not mean that AMC can't pop on a full moon still. It just means that lately we've been having weaker full moons. Okay, but because this new moon was so strong right off the bat, I do think that we can have some really strong moves on this full moon. Now, what we really need to do, which I told you guys in the last video, is before that full moon, we need to be above this $44 level, okay? And we did that the day after the new moon. Again, another bullish indicator, okay? If we can pop and probably I would say before Wednesday or on Wednesday, if we can get above 44, I'm going to be really excited for this full moon, because it will look like that full moon pop can bring us up around 18% to the $52 level. Okay, that's what I'll be looking for if by Wednesday we can get above this $44 level. And that will definitely be an indication to me. Now, some other indications I'll be looking for is an increase of volume. Okay, and then we obviously want to see that this, hopefully this doesn't start squeezing red and it starts squeezing green again. Okay. So everything is looking pretty good for this moon phase. So we have a full moon on November 19th. On an actual Friday, we have all week for the full moon to really build. Okay, if you guys want me to drop like a midweek video, kind of letting you guys know, hey, confirmation, this looks like a full moon's going to pop, let me know. And remember, guys, if we don't pop on a full moon, I really don't see us going underneath this $34 level. And if we happen to go underneath it, the next really strong support would be in the $29 level. Okay. Now, oh man, this full moon is going to be crazy. All right. We have the sun in a fixed sign of Scorpio. We have Taurus in a fixed sign, or the moon going to be in a fixed sign of Taurus. Man, this is a stubborn full moon, very, very strong full moon. I really hope you guys are watching your emotions. And it's going to be intense. It's definitely going to be intense. And I guarantee I haven't looked at the chart, but I guarantee we're going to have a very volatile week leading into this full moon. So I'm definitely going to do a full moon live readings for you guys, because this is a really, really, really important one to me. And we'll get it popping on there. And if you guys want to show support and like this video, go ahead and hit the like. If you're new here, haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. And if you are a Moon Lord, you're not on Discord, check us out, the Market Moon Lord Discord. A lot of great people there, great community. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching this video. Now what we're going to do next is I'm going to look at the actual chart. And I'm going to pick out we're obviously going to look at the full moon day, but I'm going to pick out big aspects that I see through the week, and see what kind of price action that we can predict based on the actual chart and the planets of AMC. Welcome to the Market Moon Lord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the blue moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. Okay, Moon Lord, so I have Monday, November 15th pulled up, 9:30 a.m. market open. We have AMC's chart. It will be the inner wheel, this inner circle right here, and then the outer circle, of course, will be where the current planets are. Okay, so right off the bat on Monday, we have the moon in the sign of Aries, and it is making 2 squares to AMC's moon and to AMC's Pluto, 0 degrees. Now, I looked heavy into this transit. Okay, we know red lines can sometimes bring a lot of turmoil, but it's squares. Okay, squares create friction, which creates traction. Okay, so there's been plenty times when AMC's moon was here, squaring AMC's moon, where we had 5% plus days. Okay, there's a few times where we went down, but there was more upside than downside on this exact phase that we're looking at. And to me, this is like a huge indication of a lot of energy coming into Monday for AMC stock. Lots of energy, lots of attention, and this could definitely bring a lot of fuel to the fire. Okay, and to me, based on the past, this is more bullish than bearish. Okay. But those are squares, okay? But this is a big transformational position for AMC. And typically when the moon is here, we typically move one of the directions, okay? So right off the bat, Monday, volatile. Now, another really big aspect, so we have the moon here in the sky making a lot of aspects, but then we look at AMC's moon, and look what it's doing. It's getting opposition for Venus, okay? Venus has been doing really good for AMC, okay? And I'm not surprised, because Venus is so close to AMC's ascendant right here that she's almost like a major player for AMC, I'm starting to notice. Okay, so Venus not only is opposite the moon for AMC, which will show a lot of love for AMC. Will show a lot of attention for AMC. A lot of things being aesthetically pleasing for AMC. Venus has a lot to do with money. It's in a sign of Capricorn. So Venus has a lot to do with branding. So a lot of initiating energy with branding, money, making moves with business partners, making more business partners. AMC is probably doing something with management with this type of aspect, because Pluto has a lot to do with power. Okay, Capricorn has a lot to do with status, the hierarchy. The moon has a lot to do with like the internal company, and Venus has a lot to do with relationships. Okay, so I expect more relationships coming in for AMC this week. I expect maybe some business deals being presented to us. This is very, very bullish aspect with Venus opposite the moon conjunct Pluto. Okay, very transformative. Now, excuse me, it's not conjunct Pluto yet. Hold on. Pluto is 10 degrees. This Venus is not. It is conjunct Pluto. Yes, it is. Okay, here we go. It is conjunct Pluto. It is square Uranus, which to me is it's a mark of volatility all day. Okay, with this conjunction with Pluto, yeah, that looks very, very, very volatile. Okay, but I do like it. I do like Venus in Capricorn because it's a very like, you know, initiating energy with relationships and trying to build up the status, okay, and trying to transform the company with Pluto there. So Monday does look volatile. I look at the sun up here, and it's 0 degrees conjunct the midheaven. The midheaven of a chart is basically the company's reputation, okay? It's the company's, the highest point of the chart where the company's seen the most. The sun is here, basically telling me that AMC is really going to have a lot of attention coming into this week. Lots of attention, okay? Now, I'm not going to say that's a bullish or not indication, but I can say that the company's executives are making moves with the sun right here. The sun controls like the company CEO reputation, and the midheaven also controls the company's reputation, okay? And it's in the sign of Scorpio. Lots of Scorpio energy. We got some Pluto energy. Okay, this Pluto is also making an aspect to midheaven. All right, so a lot of transformative energy. All right, so look for AMC to be taking over some companies, some new business ventures, and all that good stuff. And maybe some changes are happening with the management, and it does look like it's going to be for the better. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is Mercury. Mercury is a planet of communication, processing, intelligence. It also rules communication devices. It is conjunct or is trine Jupiter. Jupiter is exalted for AMC and is very lucky. It's the most lucky planet of the zodiac. And Mercury is right here. Okay, so I see lots of communication on AMC this month or this week. And this could be some newsworthy catalyst news coming in. Okay, and you know, since it's happening in Scorpio, we could be getting things revealed to us that was being kept in secret, okay, or that was being hidden from us. So keep that in mind. Now, this Mercury is about to go over Saturn, which to me could indicate like because whenever we get like Saturn aspects, it can slow things down. It's not exact yet, so I'm not really too worried about it on Monday, but it is pulling up on there. Okay, so we will look at that when it gets there. All right, so let's jump into Tuesday. Okay, so coming into Tuesday, not much change, but this Mercury that we're talking about is now 0 degrees trine Jupiter. Okay, so we could be getting some big news, and it would probably be on Tuesday. It'll be news that was kind of hush news, okay, if it's news or things getting revealed to us. I'm definitely expecting, since the sun's in Scorpio, Mercury, the planet of communications, in Scorpio, Mars, the planet of action and wars, in Scorpio. Please believe that we're going to be getting some really interesting information this week. And it's probably things we were not paying attention to, and it was out of nowhere. Okay. Now we could be getting some, and I think something's going to be revealed to us, you know, maybe something Kenny did, maybe something the SEC did, but something is going to be kind of revealed and put in the open that, somebody didn't want in open. That's facts. Okay. But we could also be getting actual news from the company with them making some type of big transformational, move when it comes to company takeovers, how they're going to use their resources, maybe how they're getting more resources, and it could be some changes with the power dynamics inside the company. Maybe someone's losing a job, or maybe someone's getting promoted. Something like that is definitely probably happening as well with the AMC. All right, let's see Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesday looks like a banger. Okay, we have a lot of things climaxing on Wednesday. If we take a look at this Mercury, is 0 degrees conjunct Saturn and is 0 degrees trine Jupiter. That's pretty interesting. And then we have Venus over here is now 0 degrees conjunct Pluto, and it's 0 degrees opposite the Moon. Okay, so there's two big big players, Mercury and Venus, going 0 degrees. Let's talk about this Mercury on top of Saturn. Saturn usually gives us like slower results, okay? But this is a Mercury aspect, and Mercury does have a lot to do with speed, okay? And Mercury wants to give good information and communicate. And Mercury being 0 degrees conjunct Saturn is like structure and trying to build something. Mercury likes to build. Mercury is a very intelligent sign that wants to organize, structure things. So it does get along with Saturn very, very well. Okay. And since Mercury is in Scorpio wants to transform. This is a very transformative building aspect for AMC. And again, this is newsworthy as well. Because Mercury represents communication, and it's getting a trine from Jupiter, which is very, 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 very expansive energy. Okay, so I'm actually looking forward to Wednesday. It does look very powerful. Mercury is the ruler of AMC's 8th house, and Mercury is also the ruler of AMC's 5th house. Okay, so 8th house is definitely the house transformations, resources. 5th house is speculation. And it rules entertainment. Okay, so there's some type of change happening with the company, potentially with something they're trying to transform with how they're working the business entertainment. Adam mentioned in the video in his AMC update that they're looking to do virtual reality stuff, and just making power moves to transform the company and just kind of capitalize on new ways of making money with theaters. Okay, so I do look at that as a bullish indicator of something happening, something getting revealed to us. And then Venus, remember, Venus has a lot to do with branding, okay, and it's opposite Pluto, or conjunct Pluto, which also has to do with transformation, and it's opposite AMC's Moon. Okay, so Wednesday looks most exciting for AMC. Wednesday does look most exciting for AMC. I am looking forward to Wednesday. And that's funny because we talked about in the moon phase portion of this video, we need to see $44 by Wednesday for us to really say, hey, we might get a full moon pop. Okay. And Wednesday does look like a deciding factor. I think whatever happens on Wednesday, whichever direction we go, will tell us what's going to happen on the full moon, because Wednesday is looking like a powerful aspect, or powerful day of aspects, with the 0 degree conjunct Pluto, 0 degree opposite Moon with Venus, and then Mercury, which is a power player for AMC, is conjunct Saturn and trine Jupiter 0 degrees, and Jupiter is the most likely expansive planet of the zodiac. Now, this is right before the full moon, and the moon will be in the sign of Taurus, exalted. Okay, so things, moon here can make things, stubborn, stuck, fixated. Okay, Taurus energy, and this could also, when the moon is here in this sign and Uranus is here in this sign, when things break out of that fixation, that stubborn energy, it's going to be a hard break. It's going to be an explosive break. So, leading into this full moon, yeah, the energy is definitely building. Let's see what we see for Thursday. Okay, so Thursday looks pretty interesting too. First of all, Mercury is no longer aspecting Jupiter, but Jupiter is now getting aspected from the moon. Okay, so Jupiter's been getting a lot of love for AMC this week, and Jupiter is exalted in the sign of Cancer. Okay, and it's making a sextile to the moon here. Okay, and this moon is also opposite Saturn. Okay, so the fact that the moon is opposite Saturn this day, to me, this is an opportunity. Okay, now which way will it go? Will it be on the Taurus side, or will it be on the Scorpio side? If it's on the Scorpio side, that's very transformative. That could be sudden changes. However, Saturn can slow things down. Okay, and the moon in Taurus is a very stabilizing energy. Okay, but it is opposite Jupiter, or sextile in Jupiter. So we have Jupiter trying to expand things with the moon in Taurus, but then we also have Saturn kind of, making it stable, and the moon in Taurus also doing the same thing. So Thursday could be a slower day based on those aspects, but it'll probably be a more of a slow uptrend and then maybe a big explosive move because Scorpio's then involved. Okay. So right off the bat, I am seeing some interesting things. Now, this Venus over here is 0 degrees conjunct Pluto still, and it's still opposite the moon. All right. So lots of opportunity. Moon opposite Saturn over here, moon opposite Venus over here. In both instances, the moon is getting positive aspects. Okay. AMC Sun is now making a sextile to Venus. All right. That's very beautiful. A lot of good attention, I believe, is going to be happening on AMC on Thursday. A lot of good communication. As far as the pricing, it's kind of hard to say because of certain oppositions with Saturn. It's kind of hard to say. Saturn is still conjunct Mercury. It's opposite the moon, and it's now making a trine to Neptune. And Saturn's in Scorpio. Neptune definitely deals with deception, and it's also square that Mercury 0 degrees. Okay. So this could be one of those manipulating days, or this could be one of those days where we find something out about manipulation, something new, okay, or something getting revealed that the hedge funds were doing in secret could be coming out still, okay? So a lot of Scorpio energy trying to reveal things still, and Thursday looks decent, okay? It's kind of hard to say if it's which way it's going to go, but I don't think Thursday is going to be like one of those crazy super volatile days. Okay, now let's go to the main event, the full moon. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? This is Friday. We have Friday pulled up for AMC. We're looking at November 19th, 4:30 a.m. Why do I have 4:30 a.m.? Because that's when the moon goes exact full moon at 4:30. Actually, it's like 4 o'clock, but right around market pre-open, I'm going to be up. Okay, this looks very interesting. Having a full moon right at the market open pre-hours. I only tell you guys to get up on certain days. One time I told you guys to get up, and it was and we did, and it was a good idea. Okay, but I've had mentioned this before. Nothing really happens, but I do think this is a good time on Friday to wake up for pre-market hours, just in case we have a big event, okay? Because that's when the full moon is popping off. Now, I do like this full moon mainly because AMC does do well when the moon is in Taurus, and it does really good most of the time when the moon is in Taurus, and it's going to be in Taurus opposite the sun in the sky, which is a full moon. Okay, and remember, the sun is in Scorpio, and what Scorpio represent? Sudden changes, sun's up and down. And I really hope people are watching their emotions this day. I really hope people aren't too fixated on the things that aren't giving them power, aren't empowering them, because this is one of those full moons that can really turn up. Okay, it can really turn up. So I hope you guys are watching your emotions. I will be doing some full moon readings, all right, this week, and I really think that this is definitely one of those full moons that everyone needs to watch their energy levels. Even though the moon is exalted in Taurus, the sun is still in Scorpio. Okay, we have Mars in Scorpio, we have Mercury in Scorpio. That's intense Scorpio action. All right, so everyone really needs to just relax. Okay, and hopefully we will. Hopefully everything will be nice and stable. As far as the stock, AMC looks really good for a pop, based on the fact that the moon will be in the sign of Taurus. AMC likes that. Now, it is also making a very nice trine to AMC's Venus. All right, so we have a full moon on AMC's Venus. We've been talking about Venus is becoming a major player for AMC, and the sun is also sextiling Venus. All right, so Venus is getting lots of love on this full moon for AMC. And we're looking at this Venus. Remember, this Venus is right next to the ascendant, so the ascendant is pretty much getting a lot of love on this full moon too. And the ascendant is the persona, the company's presentation, okay? Very climax energy for AMC. Branding changes, relationship changes, new money, because Venus represents money. And this is just, a lot of attention on AMC coming into this full moon. So I'm very, very excited for AMC on this full moon. And I guarantee that I don't know what big movies are coming out this weekend, but I guarantee AMC is going to have some really good numbers on the box office this weekend for the full moon. So Friday, right off the rip, looks good. All right. And this moon is right there next to this ascendant. And ascendant, you look at ascendant as amplifying energy. Okay. And it's going to be going over that ascendant later that day. Not to mention, the moon will go from the sign of Taurus into the sign of Gemini that day. And remember, Gemini represents fast-paced communication, represents speed. All right. And it's going to be right there next to the North Node, which is very amplifying with the moon. Okay. So lots of strong energy coming into this full moon. We also have Mercury conjunct the midheaven. Okay, and which is pretty nice. All right, really good for catalyst type news, and it's loosening up from that Saturn, which I am happy about. And Mars isn't doing anything, and it's not close enough for me to say, it's not close enough for a conjunction on that Saturn. So I'm pretty happy about that. Now this Jupiter is no longer getting aspected by anything, which is okay. All right, we lost some of that expansive energy, but the AMC's moon is still opposite Venus and still getting a sextile from Uranus, which is very volatile. Okay. So I expect some sudden changes coming into Friday, and don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. This is the sun's in the last degrees of Scorpio. It can represent sudden changes. Okay. So it's one of those days where it can shoot down 10% just to shoot up 30%. Okay. So keep your eyes open, stay in the game. Definitely look to see where this full moon falls for you guys in your chart. For me, Taurus represents my 8th house, rules my 8th house of investing. So I'm excited to see what that means for my chart. Okay. But we'll definitely do the moon phase videos for you guys. If you guys want me to drop like a midweek, update, just a quick little 5-minute video on exactly what I'm seeing on the moon phase. If I do think we still have a pop for the moon phase, I will definitely do that if you guys want me to. So I'm going to leave it there. AMC has a lot of opportunity for catalyst news, a lot of opportunities to transform things. I will expect to hear from the company's reputation or company's management. I will expect for some things getting revealed to us that no one was paying attention to or no one knew about. Okay, there's going to be lots of getting revelations coming in for this week on AMC. So I'm very, 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 very excited for it. So you guys let me know what you think. Let me know if any of my DD is lining up with you guys' DD. Let me know if we do have some big movies coming out this weekend. But we're going to leave it there. I'm Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune, here to help you navigate through the illusions of life. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. Go ahead and hit a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't checked us out at the Market Moonlord, it's called the Market Moonlord Discord. A lot of great people in there. And so you're watching the Market Moonlord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. Until next time, peace.
Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon of Neptune.